This is D, and let's dress for life. That's what's up. With the varied side effects of alcohol, why in the world would anyone want to drink at all? Of course, you have the short-term complications. And by the way, this list is not exhaustive. Added to that, not everyone will experience all these things, but many individuals will experience memory issues. They'll experience blackouts. They'll experience bouts of depression. Not only that, but they'll even have liquid courage. Those individuals who wouldn't even fight a fly sober will try to fight 2 or 3, even 4 police officers while having that sauce running through their system. And of course, you have lack of coordination. Can't walk straight, can't drive straight. With those varied side effects of alcohol, why would anyone drink at all? You look at the long-term consequences, but once again, not everyone will experience these. And not only that, but this is not an exhaustive list. You have brain shrinkage, you have throat cancer, you have heart disease, you have liver disease, you have pancreatic complications, and you even have brittle bone conditions. With the varied side effects of alcohol, why in the world would anyone drink at all? You have birth defects in children, and you know life is complicated enough. Why even add to that for them? You have auto accidents, and oftentimes the drunk individuals walk out with barely a scratch. You also have physical and sexual violations. And in prison, I would really like to know how many individuals are in prison based on alcohol use to some degree or another. And of course, you have broken relationships and broken homes. With all those varied side effects of alcohol, why would anyone drink at all? Let's be clear. You always have these oppositional individuals. You could tell that person that water is wet, and they'll say, no, it's dry. You could tell that person that snow is cold, and they'll say, no, it ain't. You could tell that person that Rob Schneider is a terrible actor, and they'll say, no, he's the greatest actor ever, and he should receive an Academy Award. Let me tell you 3 reasons why individuals drink, generally speaking. Number 1, because of societal influence. You look at the sexiest woman on screen. You look at the manliest man in the movies. And more often than not, those individuals are going to have some type of inebriant nearby. Businesses know the power of media. That's the reason why they'll pay millions, if not billions of dollars in product placement. There's a reason why you have these companies that pay millions and millions of dollars to have advertisements at these sporting events. Men who want to be men will drink beer. But it's sad that that these advertisers with these big old billboards and on television don't show what the end results of alcohol might be. They don't show the fathers or the parents choosing the bottle over the babies. They don't show individuals laying in a gutter in their own feces, in their own urine, in their own vomit. The second reason individuals drink is because of social pressures. You look at business meetings, business dealings, office parties, cookouts, hangouts, and how in the world, how many people do you know of who drank their very first time and enjoyed it? So many individuals I've talked with, so many individuals my colleagues have talked to, said that the very first time they started drinking, they were shocked because they looked at their friends and they saw their friends having fun with this thing, and they were like, what in the world? This nastiness? But the reason why many of them continued to drink was the reasons were twofold. Number one, society says that it's the thing to do to have fun, to manage yourself. And then number two, they saw their friends doing this thing and they thought, well, maybe since they're having fun with this, maybe since they're enjoying this so much, maybe it's me. Maybe I ought to give it a couple of more tries. And that's exactly what many individuals have done. And the third thing, spiritual longing. Realize that everybody doesn't start out drinking due to emptiness or desperation, but most everyone will experience feelings of emptiness and times of despair. What are they going to reach for? What are they going to reach for to fill that void? What is it? What is that something going to be that quiets those inner demons or helps individuals forget their failings, their fears, and their frustrations? Maybe this quick fix provides the slightest relief. There's a belief that even the tiniest easing of pain is better than facing the full onslaught. I remember there was a sister that got on the bus and you could hear her getting on before she actually got on. Why? Because she had the music up so loud. And the sad thing is, she had headphones on. But along with that noise, just as pronounced and just as overpowering was the smell of alcohol. It was as if she drenched her clothes in the alcohol. I came to find out later that she was actually a porn star in the area. But sadly for my sister, that 1 ounce that did it for her in yesteryear, not even a fifth could do it for her that day. But all the while, that poison was destroying her system. There are 3 times that you should not use alcohol, in my humble opinion. And if you follow these three times, I think you'll probably be just fine. Number 1, if you are of childbearing age, whether male or female, male, you don't want to be passing off defective sperm. Female, you don't want to be 3 weeks pregnant and you just did a bender last weekend. You do not want to damage that fetus. The second thing, make sure that you do not use alcohol when celebrating and that you do not use alcohol when you're feeling good. What am I talking about? Well, your brain has something called the hippocampus, and the hippocampus is in charge of memory. You do not want your hippocampus to connect alcohol with feelings of joy and happiness. Why? Because when these gloom and doom times come, the hippocampus is going to remind you of what made you feel good, what made you feel happy in the past. And what might that have been? Alcohol. And when the gloom times come harder and heavier, you'll probably find yourself drinking harder and heavier so that you can get to your happy place. All the while, the poison is destroying your system. And the third time that you do not need to drink, my brother, that you do not need to drink, my sister, is when you need to maintain your focus. You know, crazy things are going on in your home. Crazy things are going on in your neighborhood. Crazy things are going on in your society. Why in the world are you going to compromise your brain functioning? You are not going to be alert with alcohol. You're not going to be able to be about it with beer. And you most certainly won't be woke with wine. You need to be at your best for society, for your community, for your family, and for yourself. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Additionally, go to www.destressmethod.com for more resource information. That's all we got for now. This is D, and less stress for life. That's what's up. Peace.